All right.
Say your name and spell it.
Good afternoon. My name is Jakari Young, Jakari. I am the Deputy Chief of Police for the City of Daytona Beach, and I'm pleased to announce that we were able to bring this incident behind me to a peaceful resolution. We have one person in custody. He's a white male, David Allen, 1127 of 73. He's out of Atlantic City, and he has a very minimal criminal history. He was the only person inside the room. There were initial reports that there may have been a female that was inside with him that was held hostage. We were able to quickly dispel that. He did have a grenade, but it turned out to be a dummy grenade that was hollowed out from the bottom. So realistically, he was no real threat, but we still had to take the necessary precautions just to be on the safe side. I don't know if you guys caught it a while back when the officer went inside and bought a Coke. That was at his request. So what we ended up doing was we sat the Coke outside in the hallway, and we convinced him to come out and grab the Coke, at which time we were able to tase him and to safely get him into custody.
Was he talking?
So that's where we're at.
Was he talking a lot with you through this whole ordeal?
He was talking a lot, but it was very delusional, irrational. He's the Messiah. A lot of different, irrational comments and statements were made.
Did he say why he barricaded himself in there?
Nope, he won't tell us that just yet.
Was he in one room the whole time, or was he moving around from room to room?
No, he was in one room, so he would move from the room to the balcony. He'd pop out into the hallway, back into the room, back onto the balcony, but he was never freely roaming about the hotel.
And then at what point did you figure out that the grenade was a dud?
Well, the drone actually helped us with that. We were able to zoom in on it, and we could see it in his hand, and we could see that it was hollowed out at the bottom. So,
how soon will the folks be able to get back into the hotel?
hopefully within the next 30 minutes to an hour here. We're pretty much wrapping everything up. We got evidence we need to collect. Once we collect our evidence and we clear the scene, then it's safe for everybody to return to their rooms.
Will he be facing any charges?
Yes, he's facing charges right now. He's facing at a minimal. He's facing the hoax bomb threat charge, and he's facing aggravated assault charges. But all that's still preliminary. We're still talking to witnesses now that we finally got him into custody, just to firm up all of our charges.
Okay.
But he's definitely going out to the Volusia County Branch Jail, not the Halifax Hospital.
The kind of communication he was doing with police, was it over the radio? Was it to the SWAT down below? What was he saying?
Just making irrational statements. There were a few threats. I can't give you the language to be specific, but nothing that our folks aren't trained to deal with, nothing that we're not used to hearing from other people in an agitated state such as he was.
Was he screaming into the cops below, or was he using the line that you provided to him?
Say it one more time.
Was he talking to the hostage negotiators, or was he screaming at SWAT?
He talked to hostage negotiators. He talked to some of our SWAT guys that were outside the room on the floor. So yeah, he had dialogue going with a couple of them. We're throwing stuff out onto the balcony. I don't think anything actually came over the balcony.
As the hours went on, did it seem like, did he want this whole thing to end? Like, what was he saying when you guys finally, apprehended him?
Just like I said, a bunch of irrational statements. It didn't necessarily have anything to do with us and why we were here. But yes, that was our goal, was just to kind of tire him out. Our whole approach to this was to just completely de-escalate the situation. It's all about the sanctity of human life. We didn't feel like we needed to take any unnecessary force, and I'm just glad it turned out the way it did.